Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our table. I am so glad you are all here with us. Thank you all for being here. We so appreciate it. How's everybody doing? I'm going to just kick it to our players real fast because we have a lot to talk about before we get this thing going. So let's bring in our wonderful players. Wave hello, everybody. There we go. I just would love to throw it to you, Ian, to talk about our freaking merch.
Yes, so I am super excited. I worked on a merch store for DiscoDoesDnD, so you can now get merch for DiscoDoesDnD. You can get a flail snail mascot shirt. There's like mugs, there's tote bags, there's all sorts of cool stuff. The link is in our Discord channel or in our Discord server, and it's also in the chat, I think.
And it's in our about section as I
In
made a
our
mistake that I'm fixing, but what everyone's yelling at
Oh.
me. It's all good. Everything's good.
And it's also in our about section, or it will be in a few moments. So please hold for that. Yeah, there's also a flail snail cheer squad set of merch. There will be more designs. We're just sort of starting out with a few, but we'll build up on it as the show continues. So yeah.
You can find all that merch in the about section and in chat. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Before we get into our recap, I, of course, forgot to tell everyone that we leveled up last session, so I'd love to start off with a quick level up recap. Rufus, why don't we start with you? What would you like to share about your level up?
Pretty normal level up for me. I got access to some second level spells. Was able to learn a couple of those, and I think that's kind of it for me right now.
Okay, Tisryn, what about you?
I picked my what do you call it? The way, which is the way of the open hand.
Amazing.
It's very probably one of the simpler monk.
It's
ways.
a classic. It's
classic,
classic.
and I felt like it was very much the way that Tisryn would be trained.
Amazing. And Ian, what about you?
So for Tuyen, I at level 3 get a archetype for rogue abilities, and so I chose the archetype of swashbuckler because Tuyen is a pirate boy.
Amazing. With that, Anthony, Tisryn, would you like to give us a recap of what happened on our previous session?
Yes, I'm on the rooftop writing a letter to Kolgola. Dear Kolgola, I had one of the hardest days I've ever had since the hardest day that I had with my family that I know that you know about. But I'm not going to talk about that now because I'm going to talk about the hardest day that I had since then, which was today. I woke up and my good friend Rufus was going to be leaving. That was very hard. And then we were going around and then I scared somebody too much and I was trying to help, but it was not helpful. It made her hate me even more. And I thought I was helping, so that was not good. And then we found somebody who was sleeping and not awake, and that was very hard. And then we tracked down, we went to the place where it was all falling apart. There were trees falling down, and that was very hard to see. But we did help build it again, so that was there was a couple of good moments. There was an okay good moment. And then we were looking for the Professor Raskin, who's like a bull person. And when we found him, he was very mean and very scary. And that was the hardest of all because he almost killed me. I was almost killed at the end of the day, towards the end of the day. But thankfully, my friends, Rufus, who's still around, even though he's moving out, we were able to defeat the bullman. And then he turned into snow, which was very confusing, which also made it very hard. And then at the end of the day, the worst of all was I failed my class. And I'm out of the cheer squad. So yes, not much, no very good things happened. But I'm going to keep putting one foot in front of the other and keep going through. The only way out is through.
Just an incredible.
I hope you're doing. And I also I did find Lorelei the collector who may be helping with the book. Okay, I'm going to go do my calisthenics in the morning. Okay, bye.
Just an incredible letter for the word. That's you rereading the letter that has been written, and I love it. Well, we're actually gonna pick up with sort of the back end of another day of work study at the Hidden Gardens Arboretum. Tisryn, Rufus, what was your character that you brought? Your character's name? Do you remember it all?
It was George, but I said it was like
Storage.
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 Of course. How could I forget storage? It's been more of the same today. You were spreading some mulch, trimming some thorns. You moved some potted bushes into better light. Maplethorn is there, the sort of small treant, sort of effortlessly doing tasks, while Adrienne Rosenlip looks on. At the end of the day, she brings you into the circle and says, again, we will attempt to see if Sylvanus will whisper in our ear. Let us take hands this time, friends. And you all take hands in a circle. Will everyone roll a DC 20 religion check? Oh, Anthony, what did you roll?
I rolled a 2 minus 1.
Rufus?
23.
23. Interesting. Tisryn, how do you disrupt this circle with a 2 minus 1?
I'm still very upset. And so I'm probably, when I go to grab a hand, I probably hit them in the shoulder when I try to grab.
Yeah, you hit probably. Do you want to hit? Do you think you hit Maplethorn or Adrienne?
Adrienne.
Yeah, you sort of shove her by accident. Your wing sort of swings around, and she sort of and falls forward, and you can see her glasses fall off and shatter on a rock on the ground.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
She says, "Oh, it's fine. It's fine, Tisryn. It's all right. Let us have another moment of quiet, so we can have Sylvanus whisper to us." And as you all stand in silence, nothing happens. Just silence. And Adrienne says, "Well, I guess just another day at the Arboretum. Let me pay you all up for the week." And she hands out 15 gold a piece to each of you, and says, I'll see you here next time. After this, Tisryn, you know that it is time for you to go meet Millie at the Khan Academic Resource Center to talk about failing a class. This is your appointment. And Rufus, where would you like to go?
Is this sort of the end of the day, or is it just a different day?
It's just a different day. Time has passed. Time is loose at Rio Del Mar. You know, anything can happen.
I'd probably want to go check out the new room.
Okay, yeah.
Which I haven't moved anything into.
Are you both walking together, or Tisryn, are you sort of flying off to go there?
Well, I'm
or
storage.
Rufus? Oh yeah, storage. Yeah,
no,
tell me about the relationship between storage and Tisryn a little bit.
We had that one conversation.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Really brief.
So I think maybe then you two sort of go off in sort of semi-different directions as you walk. Tisryn, you head to the kind of the center, center west of campus, if you will, to the Khan Academic Resource Center. Rufus, as you're walking, you sort of are alone for a second. Jeeps isn't around you at all. And you feel this sort of breeze just like blow past you. You see like the rustle of the tall grass as it blows by. And you kind of look around and you don't actually see any buildings or anything. You just are sort of on this open path as you're walking back up to campus. And as this breeze blows by, you just like feel something tickle your right ear.
Can I grab anything?
Yeah, you put your hand there
scratch it.
and you pull out like this long blade of grass. And
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead. No, what were you going to say?
I was gonna ask if I could try to do that thing where you put it between your thumbs and you make a little whistle noise with it.
something I have never been able to do. Go ahead and roll a performance or a nature or a survival check. Your choice.
Okay. 10.
10. Yeah, you could of get like just the faintest of and you feel this like another rush of wind sort of blow out of nowhere, sort of knock your hair back in the air, and then everything goes quiet again.
Can I look around? Just like in a circle.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
That is, oops, sorry. 19.
Yeah, you look around and you realize that you're just sort of like out in nature. There's nothing around you. There's some trees, the blowing grass. The sky is clear with big clouds above you. And you feel like this moment of peace and calm, which has sort of evaded you for so long. And you feel like, you know, this grass sort of just appeared behind your ear. You feel like maybe Sylvanus was touching you or contacting you or beginning to whisper in your ear, but you're not sure. But you just have this moment of peace and calm out in nature.
I think then I, instead of continuing to where I was going, I think I want to lay down for a while here.
Yeah.
You
lay down in this grass and you feel totally safe. Like there's nothing is going to attack you or surprise you even. Not another student's going to come this way. And for a few hours, you just kind of watch the clouds drift by. Tisryn, you go to the center of campus. You see this plain one-story building that's tucked into the forest. It kind of unremarkable and would almost kind of go unnoticed, except that there are a bunch of students out front of it, nervously pacing back and forth on like a stone walkway outside. As you sort of approach either by air or by land, you scan the crowd. Everyone looks dejected, upset, fearful. But you do see Mark there, who actually does not seem so upset. And as you approach, he sort of waves at you.
Hello, Mark. Why are you here?
Mark is, of course, the gnome named Mark. He's wearing just plain brown clothes. He has just like a plain haircut, just a regular looking gnome, as regular as you could possibly imagine. Brown shoes tied with brown laces, and is wearing like a brown little like tied scarf. He says, "Oh, hey. Well, I'm just here to change my school. I was at the Bailey school, and so now I'm going to Astromundi. So I'm really excited. But what are you doing here, man?"
I failed my class, and I was taken out of the cheer squad. I was only in the cheer squad for like a day. I didn't even get to do more tricks, and I'm already out.
Oh, man, I am so sorry to hear. It wasn't because we studied together, was it?
No, I failed my class. I could not handle the creatures. I was very bad at it. I'm very good at some things and very bad at other things.
Me too. Me too. I feel the same way. Man. Well, listen. I've been in here a couple of times, and it can be rough in there. Okay, Millie is really, really rough. I mean, she breaks people, man. Like some people leave her office and they just go straight to Hilly. They go home, or sometimes they go straight to their room. They clean it out and they're just gone without anybody ever seeing them. So just be tough in there and hang in there, okay?
Do we have to tangle with her?
No. I think that she's just tough.
Okay, I will be tough.
You see after a moment, this tall, athletic tabaxi woman in this sharp black pantsuit steps outside. She's holding a folder under her arm, and she looks down at it, and she calls your name. Is Tisryn here?
Yes, I am here, and I am ready to face you.
Okay, fine. Follow me.
I will follow you.
Okay, thank you. That's very good at following directions. I appreciate that. You can see she has like a pair of small eyeglasses hanging from a chain around her neck. And as you walk towards her and past her into the hallway, you can see her eyes are like sort of like a dark yellow. You sort of follow her down a short hallway that turns right and leads to a door, and she opens the door, leads you into kind of a small desk. It's very clean with some just sort of there's a bookshelf, but they almost look like pamphlets, not like big academic books. And there's a small desk with a few knickknacks on it. She sits down behind into like a sturdy wooden chair and sits and sort of folds her hands and looks at you and beckons you to sit on the other side of the desk.
I sit and fold my hands in the same manner that she's folding her hands.
She sort of leans forward and opens up this folder and looks into it and then closes it again and says, "So, Tisryn, you seem to have flunked understanding beasts and monsters. Is that correct?"
It is correct. I did not understand them well enough to control them in the manner required in the exam, and I failed.
You can see after you say that, she reaches into her desk and pulls out a little notepad and a pencil and makes a couple of notes.
Can I see the notes? Can I proceed?
Roll a perception check.
That is 16.
Yeah, you can see. You can catch out a couple of words like failed, couldn't, control, monsters. Maybe she's just taking notes on what you're saying. Maybe she's writing something else. She says, as is policy at Rio Del Mar, you have been immediately unenrolled from the Flail Snail Cheer Squad, of course. And hopefully we
I did not even get to do any tricks with them.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that, Tisryn. That must be very disappointing for you.
Yes. Is there anything I can do to regain my status with the cheer squad?
Well, you will need to, of course, pass your next class.
I will do everything in my power to pass the next class.
I just have a couple of questions, if you don't mind, Tisryn.
I will answer them.
Fine. Do you have any friends or activities that you've been doing here on campus that might take precedent over your studies?
President, I helped a friend study, but I was also very prepared to go in and help with the monsters. I wouldn't say president? The president of the school?
No, Tisryn, not the president of the school. It sounds like, if I'm understanding correctly, you helped a friend study instead of studying yourself. Is that correct?
Instead of, I suppose.
Okay, and she takes a little note. She kind of leans back in her chair for a second and says, Tisryn, do you think that you are cut out for life here as a student?
Cut out. What does this mean, cut out? I cut out a piece of paper?
She leans forward and takes another note. Tisryn, do you feel like sometimes you feel yourself falling behind the other students?
Fall behind. I fall behind. No, I'm ahead and I can fly up and I do not fall when I fly.
She leans over and takes another note. And Tisryn, there's a real tabaxi in my screen now. Tisryn, I really want you to think very, very hard about this question. Do you think that you really belong here at Rio Del Mar?
I think I belong here because I was sent here by Kolgola, who's my mentor and master. And yes, I belong here because he told me to come.
All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind and put that in your record, Tisryn. I sincerely hope we don't have to have another conversation.
What if it is to say hello?
If you'd like to come say hello, and you can find a time when I'm not working, that's fine with me.
If I see you walking down the road, I should not have a conversation with you?
If I'm not working, you can stop and say hello and have a conversation with me.
But you just
Tisryn.
told me you hope we do not have another conversation.
She leans forward and takes another note as you continue to talk and says, Tisryn, this is very interesting and I appreciate your curiosity, but I suggest you place your focus on your studies from now on. Is there anything else that I can do for you today, Tisryn?
You should know that there was a professor that almost killed me.
Excuse me?
There was a Professor Raskin, except he was turned into snow, so I do not know that was really him.
She leans forward and
He was
takes...
a Salama Lama come.
She sort of leans forward and sort of is a bit... I'm sorry, Tisryn. I'm not sure I understand exactly what you're telling me. You're telling me a teacher attacked you and was what's a Salama Lama Khan?
Yes. He turned to snow.
That's very interesting, Tisryn.
I almost died. I was almost dead. I was bleeding a lot.
I'm sure you were, Tisryn.
But
I'm
my
sure you were.
friends, we helped defeat him. And
Tisryn,
he's a teacher.
That's a wonderful story. Why don't you go ahead and just make sure you focus on your studies from here on out. These fanciful stories and things just simply are not helping you.
Fanciful. What does fanciful mean?
You'll have to go find out for yourself. People can't tell you everything.
Okay, I will go find out for myself.
Thank you.
I will not talk to you again.
I certainly hope not. She stands up and opens the door for you to leave. You just walk around the room, sort of banging it. You open the door and head outside, and Mark is there, sort of looking expectantly towards you. Hey, how'd it go, bud?
I'm to focus on myself.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if you need anything, just let me know, okay?
Can you tell me what fanciful means?
Yeah, fanciful means like just a fancy thing that you kind of have fun with.
Like clothing?
Yeah, you could be
clothing?
fancy, but like fanciful is like maybe something that's extra fancy or so fancy it's not even real. Maybe.
I told her there was a teacher that almost killed us, and she said that I was speaking fanciful. I did not say anything about clothing.
Okay.
There's a teacher almost killed me.
Are you okay, man? Do you want to go sit? Oh, all right. Listen. Just go sit down. Stick with your friends, and if you get into danger, just call me, and I'll come help you out.
Okay, Mark. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And you head back to your dorm room. Is there anything you all would like to do in a bit of free time at this moment?
I need to tell them. Are we all together?
You certainly can be if you'd like to.
What is her name again?
Her name is Millie.
Millie. She told me tried to tell her that a teacher almost killed me, and she did not believe me. And she told me to concentrate on myself, and she said fanciful, but I was not talking about clothes.
But what do you mean she didn't believe you?
She didn't believe me.
Well,
What is her position in this school?
I do not know. She asked me all kinds of questions, and I did not know how to answer them.
Was this because of your class that you
Yes, I failed.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. But we should probably tell PA Witherthorn. I feel like, have we told him about what happened?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we should probably stop by and let him know that he suspected that some member of the faculty was up to no good, and we probably found the person or one of the people that is up to no good.
Mm-hmm. Can we go?
Should
Yes,
we head over to his office?
Sure. You all head northeast to his office, walking up the sort of brick path that leads past the Bailey School on your right. You make your way to his office, and you're out front of the door. Knock, and you hear from behind the door, who is it?
It's Tuyen and Rufus and Tisryn. We have some news for you.
Just a moment. After a moment, the door opens and there is P.A. Witherthorn. You can see he's wearing like a tweed jacket with the sort of elbow covers. You can also see that has a cane in his right hand, sort of favoring it. Come in, friends. Is everything all right?
No.
No. Oh, please have a seat. Have a seat. Who would like a glass?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'll take one.
All right.
Can I do a check to see? He hasn't had that cane before, right?
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Does it just look like he's hurt?
Yeah, it looks like he's sort of like favoring his leg and using his
Okay.
leaning on his leg. Yeah, that's sort of all you can just sort of make out from him walking back towards his desk in this long office with this row of books on the side. And you, Rufus, would you like a glass?
No, that's all right. I don't need a drink. But did you? Are you all right?
Oh, yes. It's an old injury from when I used to travel as a performer. I got my leg caught in a trapped door that closed on me, and it acts up every now and then. And well, I don't really love using a cane. No offense, Mr. Jeeps, but it makes me feel quite old, so I try not to. But it's been flaring up lately, so here we are. No glass, Mr. Jeeps. Did you want a glass of wine?
I want to insight check.
Sure, roll an insight check.
15.
15. Hard to tell. Just kind of an old man talking.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Jeeps, would you like a glass of wine? Jeeps looks at you, Rufus.
Oh,
Sorry.
you can. You can if you want. I don't see why not today. It's up to you, Jeeves.
Up to me, sir. Do you wish me to have one or not?
Well, I think he's just feeling a little bit more like loose today.
Okay.
Because of the whole situation.
Sure. He sort of Jeeves picks up the vibe and nods affirmative to Witherthorn, who pours out 4 glasses of wine, one for you, Tuyen, Tisryn, Jeeps, and one for himself, and sits behind the desk, sort of sits with like a bit of a wince, and says, "So what seems to be the issue, friends? What's the matter?"
Well,
We found a professor that Professor Raskin. I believe he teaches at the which college does he teach?
Keelan?
the
Yeah.
Keelan College.
Yeah.
Raskin.
Bull person.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Raskin. What exactly happened? What did you
He
find?
almost killed me.
Well, yes, he hurt Tisryn very badly. He also injured our friend to the point of trying to steal their dreams. He was using these sort of jars to try and obtain people's dreams, and a friend of ours was completely unconscious until the dreams were returned. And I believe that he may have cloned himself, made another copy of himself, because whoever we ran into when we went to his office was very aggressive with us and tried to steal our dreams, and then we had to, fight in self-defense. Wasn't him.
He turned to snow.
He did. He turned into snow, seemingly.
Well, this is most concerning. It sounds to me like you found something, but that there's still much more going on. Is that correct? Did you find any other leads to where he might have cloned himself, or anything else that might lead you in a further direction?
The bowl, the things, the burnt things or whatever.
We found some of the. What were those?
You found like gripweed. You found basically components for the simulacrum spell.
Basically that we found some gripweed on the floor and as seemingly the parts that he would need to put together this spell. But I don't feel this is a small thing. I feel like we maybe need more help than just us three if there's a rogue, violent teacher running around.
How can I help? Should I could alert someone. Would you like me to bring this to the administration?
I think so, because he could hurt other students and he could possibly kill people. I mean, Tisryn and I were hurt really badly, and he's still out there.
PA, sorry, go ahead, Rufus.
Oh no, if you think that there's more teachers that might, that might have malicious intent, do you think that warning them might be a bad idea?
He thinks for a second and says, well, you certainly have a point there. First off, I'm glad to hear you're all right. It sounds quite menacing. From what I remember of Baskin, he's quite a large being, so that must have been quite intimidating and dangerous. I don't know. I guess I would leave it up to what you think is best. I wasn't there and I didn't see anything. I would be happy to alert the administration. But I think you may have a point, Rufus. It's clearly not the end of things if this was a simulacrum. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I mean, one thing that could probably help us out is none of us are healers, and so if you know of a healer or maybe know of any items that bring healing abilities, that I know that's a lot to ask, but it could help us out a lot.
Yes, that's a very good idea, Tuyen. Let me ask around and see what I can scrounge up in terms of perhaps healing potions. That might do the trick. Yes, I'm sure I can procure some healing potions for you.
Thank you, Professor. I really appreciate that. I do have one healing potion, but I'm sort of saving it for a at death's door situation. I don't want to use it, too prematurely.
Come back perhaps tomorrow morning, and I think I can procure them by then.
Great. And maybe let's hold off on saying anything to the administration. I'm looking at you two while I'm saying this, not at PA, just to check in that that's fine. I just in case, maybe give us a couple days.
We did tell, Tisryn told one person so far, the faculty member, who
She did not believe me.
Maybe that's for the best, though. Maybe we can just keep it a secret for now on, and try not to let anyone know about our plans of finding out the monsters and Raskin, because we don't know who's going to be trustworthy.
Yes, would you like to share what happened, Tisryn, with that
She
meeting?
told me it was fanciful.
Well, that was part of it.
Mm-hmm.
What was the rest?
She told me I had to concentrate on myself.
Yes, but she didn't believe you.
She did not believe me. She did not believe me.
Well, as you say, maybe that's for the best in this situation. It is a slightly unbelievable situation, if you think about it. I don't know much about who was you told?
She's a very scary person.
Mindy?
New name Mindy. Millie, the Millie administrator. I don't know much of her. Perhaps keep an eye on her, perhaps not. I will let you know if I hear anything. It sounds like it maybe was for the best. She didn't believe you.
Has anything like this ever happened before? Like faculty being evil and dangerous?
Well, of course, every faculty has its highlights and lowlights. I think some faculty members are better than others. Some treat students better than others. Some are more or less self-involved. But nothing to my knowledge to this level of a full-on assault of 3 students. It's quite serious. And certainly not a simulacrum doing it.
Can I cast Detect Thoughts?
Sure. You read his surface thoughts. Now, he's going to see you do this.
Oh. Oh no, never mind. Fuck. I
Gotta
don't
play a
want
sorcerer next time. Get that subtle spell, baby.
All right, yeah, no, I'll let it pass.
Okay. Up to you. Up to you.
Yeah.
Listen, come back by sometime tomorrow, and I'll have the potions for you. I'll do my best.
Thank you.
Thank you. We would appreciate that. Right, shall we
Can we
head out?
Can we go to Lorelei the Collector?
Yeah, you guys can head out here. The door closes behind you. You go over to Bailey College to the east, excuse me. And you go to Lorelei's office. You knock on the door. The door opens, and there is this sort of half humanoid, half metallic robot sinew being. They look at you sort of coldly and say, yes, Rufus and Tisryn, right?
Tisryn.
Come in, friends. Please.
Tuyen too? Tuyen can come in?
Sure. Enter.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's quite an interesting book, my friend. It took quite a bit of study. It seems to hold, or rather channel, quite a bit of strong magic, which I have never encountered before. If you're willing to part with this book, I would gladly purchase it from you.
I would have to consult with my. I would have to hear from Kogola to know if that would be possible.
Wonderful. I suggest you do so. I'd pay a handsome sum for it. I was
Handsome, good-looking, some.
It's just a good amount of money.
Why is that handsome?
Lorelei, can you continue, please?
Yes. I was able to decipher, or rather take a guess at what a small section might mean in this book. It was using some... Well, I don't know how to quite say it, but it's almost as if it revealed itself to me. It was very strange. Anyway, I believe it opens the book and points to this section. There's like a passage of these strange symbols. And they say, this, if I were to guess what this section means, something along the lines of, it says, give, I was unclear if this is us or we or I, some group or an individual in a group, I'm not quite sure. Give us dreams and we will give you yours. That is my best translation of this line.
Dreams.
Is it possible to the same link with Raskin and book? Is it possible?
I think
I
so. I
think
mean,
we've seen crazier things. Maybe we shouldn't. Can I message Tisryn and say, let's not talk about this in front of Lorelei? Just say thank you.
Thank you.
You're most welcome, Tisryn. Rufus, do tell Andrew, Amelia, and Brody I said hello. I am very pleased their business is thriving.
Yes, I will do that.
And we look
course.
forward to having you join us here at the Bailey School shortly.
Right. I do finger guns.
Lorelei does not do finger guns back at all. She sort of looks on blankly.
Do you want to keep the book to keep looking at it for now?
I at this point, if I'm going to continue research on it, I believe it would be more appropriate if it was owned by me.
Give it back to me then, because you cannot own it yet. Please.
As you wish. And sort of briskly hands you the book. Good day.
Good day.
Thank you.
Yeah, you all step outside. You're on this like sort of cobbled stone area of the Bailey School, well manicured, bushes on either side and uniform buildings around you. As you look around, occasionally a student sort of walks by, but generally they seem to be minding their own business.
Okay. So about the dreams, where did you say you got this book back home, correct?
No, well, not I. It was given to the monastery And so my mentor Kogola was reading it, and he started to have bad things happen to him. So everyone thought that maybe the book was the reason, and they thought maybe we could research it here. But we do not know. I do not know if they know who gave the book. I do not know that part.
Yes, if you could, the next time that you send a letter back to the monastery, could you ask who delivered the book?
I will try. Yes.
Okay. And nothing happened to Lorelai
I do not know.
when they read it, did it?
I do not know. We didn't ask. Should we ask?
No, maybe not ask. What happened to your master, is it?
He is like fading.
He's fading, is that?
He was very powerful, rigorous, strong, and is like getting older very quickly.
Oh.
Losing.
I find it interesting that Lorelai
energy?
hasn't been affected.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, maybe we can just keep an eye on her and check in, and maybe you can notice if it looks the same as what's happening,
Okay.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, yes, I don't think you should sell the book.
Mm-hmm. No, I cannot without permission.
Well, yes, no, just in case. We've already found one sort of bad teacher, and we don't know who else is. So
Yes. Okay.
let's hang on to it.
I do not know how to understand people. You cannot believe them.
I
Where I'm
know.
from, I do not know. It's very confusing.
Oh, buddy.
That makes sense. And do you know what? As long as you have either one of us around, or even Jeeps, you can use us as sort of a compass. You know?
What is compass?
A compass. So it sort of leads you in the direction you need to go. It tells you what direction you're facing. If you can look to us as sort of a moral compass, we will tell you if we think someone's intentions are good or bad.
Okay.
Would you
Do I
like
fall
a...
behind you?
What?
Do you fall behind me?
Mm-hmm. I was asked if I fall behind the students. Do I fall behind you?
No. I think whatever she told you, I think you can just throw out the back door. I don't.
Where's the door?
No, okay. What I mean is, don't take it to heart. No,
What do I do with it?
Just
what
remember
she
that
said is wrong. It's wrong.
remember that you're strong and you're very capable and you're learning, and it's okay to learn. It's okay to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, and just because you failed one class doesn't mean that you're a bad person or
I remember
a bad
when you made a
student.
mistake, you tried to hit the tree and you missed the tree.
Yeah, just like that. I mean, I've made a lot of mistakes in my day, so
Yes.
everybody makes mistakes. We're all
Yes.
people, and it happens.
Everybody makes mistakes, and everybody has those days.
Would you like a
And-
hug, Tisryn? You seem like you've been having a hard time. And just
Very
would you like a
much.
hug?
Very much.
Oh, and I give him a hug. Hey, Rufus, buddy, you want to join in on this?
Ah.
Come on, group hug.
Yeah.
You too, Jeeps. Come on,
walk
Jeeps.
up, but like move my head aside.
Jeeps just reaches out and puts his hand on Rufus's shoulder.
Aw, there we go. Group hug, everybody.
I'm very grateful.
Go ahead.
Oh, go.
What were you gonna say, Bloom?
I forgot. I wanted to check on that place for
Yeah.
the
Oh,
party.
the house.
Yeah. So what you remember was that Bartholomew Daresay told you that to the north of the
So funny.
to the north of the library, there was like a possibly abandoned house that he wanted you to go check out, so that you could throw a party there. You know where the library is, so you go to the library, and sort of behind the library as you're looking around, you can see like a small path that sort of leads north.
I'm not alone, am I?
I don't think so. If you all want to go, you can do it together.
Yeah, I think I want to ask for help.
Yes,
Sure.
I will always help you.
Sure. This can even be the same day. You can leave from there and go do this. As you sort of start to take this path, you walk for about 45 minutes. Just going like straight up the hill. You're clearly leaving campus behind. The path is totally overgrown. It's through this thick, kind of almost damp forest. Will everybody make a survival or nature check?
Could I also look around to see if there's any like flowers growing nearby?
Sure. I just need to hear what happened to Anthony right now.
Natural one.
A natty one.
Shit,
I got a
11.
dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Tuyen, you are sort of pushing forward. You're almost not even thinking about following the path. You're actually looking for some flowers. And along the way, you do find like a little patch of these small, they're not big blooming flowers, but just like small pink forest flowers. Maybe like a little patch of like 20 or 25.
I'd like to pluck just like 3 of them and pocket them for later.
Yeah, you grab them, put them in your pocket, and you turn around and Tisryn is not there. Tisryn, you were sort of looking around. You sort of got distracted by a squirrel. And suddenly you look up,
Squirrel!
and and Rufus and Tuyen are not there at all.
Tisryn? Tisryn,
here.
where'd you go, buddy?
Roll a perception check.
God damn it.
10.
A 10, very, very faint. You think you hear something to your right, not even ahead of you, but to your right.
Hello?
I got
rolled
a 15.
20 perception.
You hear Tisryn yell out
Dirty
hello from far to the west, to your left.
Hello?
Bird, where did you go? Can you hear us?
And I go towards the sound of the voice.
You're able to reunite after about an hour and a half of looking, going back and forth, because you're unable to sort of find your way back. You're pushing through these thick trees, and you can see that it's starting to get a little bit later in the day when you reunite. You do get back on your path after a while, and you push forward for another almost hour, just sort of aimlessly walking north. But suddenly, as you're looking down, you see that this path you are has an occasional brick stone in it. And as you walk, these stones get closer and closer together until it almost turns into like a cobblestoned path. At this point, the sun is actually starting to set. It's like late evening and it's starting to get dark. But you follow this sort of cobblestone path until you push out into a like an open area in the woods, which in front of you, this path continues completely lined with bricks. You can see the path is lined with these like stone or almost concrete benches along the way, and in front of you is a dilapidated but intact 2-story house. It looks worn and weathered. There's some like cracked windows in the front. You can see sections are like grown over with moss. The paint is sort of fading and cracked, but it doesn't seem to be like leaning or tipped or falling in on itself. It just looks kind of abandoned.
Is this what you were looking for?
Well, I'm assuming so, and I mean, I guess I'll give him one thing. It exists, and I'll just say now, this dare say family can be very tricky, and they're not very good friends of ours. So, just keep your guard up, right? When we go inside, he said to check that there aren't any scary things inside, just to make sure it's a habitable space for a rager. And
I want to go up to the door and use my staff to try to open the door.
Yeah. You push on the door, and it has like a bit of give, but there is a knob, and the knob seems to be working. it opens up. In front of you is this large greeting room, and then behind it there looks to be a dining room.
Is it dark?
Yeah, it is. It is actually pretty dark. Go ahead and make a perception check. It's maybe not evening yet, but it's starting to get dark.
7.
7. Yeah, you just see this like open, this big open room. There's some coat racks toppled over. There looks like there's like a smashed statue to your left. But just from the door, it's sort of hard to see anything else.
I turn back to Rufus. I say, I'm going to be very careful. And I want to
be very
cautiously, I want to stealth my way in.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Can I do the same thing?
Sure, everybody roll a stealth
Also
check.
stealth.
As you all stealth in.
10.
God,
I also got a 10.
Oh. Rufus?
I got a 5.
Jesus Christ, you guys, what is going on? You all walk in. Rufus, Tisryn, you're putting your staff down and pulling yourself forward. Tuyen, you're just sort of like, I'm just naturally stealthy, so you're flipping your knife and you accidentally drop it. And Rufus, you walk into Tuyen with and in front of you, it's very dark in here, but you can see sitting at like this large dining room table in front of you, who stands up as you make all this noise, is this specter of a man with a short beard in a little suit jacket, and they stand up and say, "Oh, hello. What are you all doing here?" And you can see that this being is sort of like shimmering in and out of view, but looks very surprised.
Are you a ghost?
Yes, I am. I am indeed a ghost. Hello. Welcome. I wasn't expecting company.
I'm so sorry to intrude. Is this your home?
Yes. It is indeed my home. This is my home, and this is where I stay. Welcome, please. Come in. Make yourselves. He kind of looks around, and you can see that this large opening in this large dining room is like relatively clean, but it's also very dusty and musty. It's sort of in a state of disrepair. There's a couple of chairs. Some look sturdy. Some looks like this sort of like seated cloth has been torn. And he's sort of, and you can also see there's a stairway going up to a second floor and a door behind him as well. Make yourselves comfortable. My name is Aura Blumenthal. How do you all do?
All right. Nice to meet you. I'm Rufus, and this is Tisryn and Tuyen. We're students at the university nearby, Rio del Mar.
Oh, of course. I was actually the third assistant dean in school history quite some time ago, I believe.
A dean is a leader.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
So, can I ask why you're still here then? Are you bound to your home, or are you...
Well, unfortunately, it seems that way. You see, back when I was the assistant dean, we were trying to extend campus pretty high up to the north, which left us somewhat vulnerable. There was the occasional bandit attack or robbing, stuff like that, and I set upon myself to create a kind of protective barrier for campus. But unfortunately, as I was making that barrier, some bandits attacked me and they murdered me. So that sort of set off the barrier. But instead of keeping bandits out, it kept us in. My spirit was in, which of course left my corporeal body because I had died and was killed. And the bandits were trapped in this house as well.
Where are the bandits now?
The bandits, I believe, are upstairs. We've sort of been relegated to separate parts of the house. I can't travel up there, and they can't travel down here. But I must ask, what brings you up here? It's been so long since I've had company.
Oh, well, a friend of mine who's part of a committee that I'm in wanted to throw a party on behalf of the school and asked me to look at this location. I assumed that he didn't think that there would be anybody here, and see if it would be a good place to do that.
A party? A party? That sounds just splendid. I've been by here by myself for quite some time. I dedicated quite a bit of my life to the school and have since been forgotten. To be a part of the school again would be just fantastic. Unfortunately, I do think that the bandits upstairs might pose a bit of a problem.
Are they alive or ghosts?
Well, I would assume they are no longer alive. It has been quite some time since I was dead. I've lost track of time, if you will, but I know that they would almost certainly be dead by now. However, I do hear them from time to time making noise up there, so I don't know. Yes?
Oh, no, I mean, well, probably you wouldn't know how to do this, but would you, how can we then make sure that they leave this place if they are not?
Well,
I don't know.
I suspect that if you dispatch of them by whatever means or you're capable of, I know you're just students, but perhaps if you were to bring some sort of weapon and...
We can tangle with them.
Yes. Then they would go. I would assume that the barrier that allows me to move upstairs would be broken, and I could set up for the party. I could interact with other parts of the house again. I believe that dispatching these ghosts or bandits or whatever they are up there would do me a great service.
Hang on, sorry, can I interrupt? So when you know what tangle means, when he said we can tangle with them, and you said yes.
Yes.
Was that saying yes to be polite, or is that also how you use that word?
Well, I believe the correct terminology when it comes to tangle is to engage in combat, be it physical or magical. To tangle would be to sort of intertwine yourself with another being in some sort of physical altercation. That's
wow. So this is just a thing.
Well, perhaps, I haven't been sort of in society for many, many years, so perhaps there's no longer a use for that word, but that's certainly how I used it. I did many a tangle in my day.
Rufus's eye bursts a blood vessel.
Can you high-five me, Ghost?
I don't believe I can currently. Unfortunately, I'm very sorry. And to be fair, I'm not sure what a high five is.
How old are you? Wait.
Rufus, will you high-five with me to demonstrate what a high-five is?
I will high five with you, yes.
The old clap hands maneuver. Of course we had that.
I don't feel like it was that long ago.
How do you dispatch of ghosts? Because I imagine that just fist to fist or weapon combat doesn't really work with them.
It may work depending on what form they're in. Perhaps some things won't work as well. But I don't quite know. I was more of a powerful administrator and less of a powerful tangler.
Right. Well,
got it.
Maybe
okay.
we can go check out the situation. And again, they're ghosts and they're bound here. So if we have to run out of the house, we run out of the house. But let's at least go check out, see what we can do.
Sneak up the stairs.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
I will also attempt
Can we do this again?
Everybody roll a stealth check.
15.
Oh, God.
15.
Okay. A little better.
12.
Oh, hold on. We're buffering.
15. Oh,
Why is our bit rate so bad? That's too bad.
buffering.
How are we doing out there in tech land? It's looks like it's maybe buffered for a second. I just want to take a second. We're doing good? All right, we're back.
Cool.
What did everybody roll?
15?
15.
12.
12.
15.
15. Yeah, you all slowly walk up the stairs as carefully as you can.
I'm in first place.
In first place is Tisryn, and the stairs just sort of turn and lead into an open hallway. It's a long, straight hallway, and there are 2 doors on each side, so 4 in total.
I turn back and put my finger to my beak.
So closest to you, there's a door on your right and a door to your left, and it's starting to get a bit dark here, but there is just a bit of light going through.
We still should be buried. We should not make it like I'm going to try to see, is the door open? Does the
Which
door open?
one on
To
your
the right,
right?
to the right.
Yeah, you take the knob. The knob is like this gold sort of handle. You and it can open.
Okay.
Roll a stealth check as you enter this room.
24.
24.
25.
Ooh.
25.
Yeah, you both watch Tisryn. It's almost like he's pushing off with his wings, just like so lightly, and it's almost like there's no sound at all going as he opens the door. Tisryn, in this room, you see this sort of dilapidated but resplendent washroom. There's this large clawfoot tub. There looks to be like an ornate gold filigree mirror to the left, and like a large sink area on the other side.
I look very carefully around at everything. I look in the tub, I look in the mirror, I look in the sink.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
18.
18. In this room, you see that, like, the mirror is sort of coated in a layer of grime, and there's like a slight crack in it, but it's very like ornate and beautifully made. You can also see that in the tub there is like this like standing dirty water, and as you look a little closer, you can see and a little frog like hops out and splashes back into the water.
I find that delightful.
Indeed you do. Indeed you do.
Is this all that I find?
That's all that you find in this bathroom.
Can I look in the other door?
Yeah, you try to open the door to the left, and it is locked.
Can I pick the lock?
Sure, go ahead and roll me a lockpick check. Oh, Jesus Christ. God damn.
A lockpick chick.
Where?
Roll a dexterity check.
Dexterity.
And roll a dexterity check and add your proficiency bonus for a lockpick check. I'm just a lockpick check.
Would be
That's
14.
me.
14.
Where is my lock picking? Is that in feet?
No, it's dexterity. You just
Yeah.
rolled
Oh,
it.
it's
dexterity.
It's 14. Yeah.
Oh,
12 plus 2.
yeah, so D20 plus the 2, I got 12.
No, plus 2 though,
And-
but
and-
you also get proficiency.
And then you add your proficiency bonus as well.
I think it already added it. Like 10 plus 2?
You rolled a 10?
Yeah, but then you also get the plus 2 on top. The proficiency.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so
you
12
add your dexterity is 2, and then your proficiency, which is 2 as well, right?
Oh, so then
So it'd be 4 in
14?
total. Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing. You put this lock pick into the thing and root around for a second, and you are able to open this lock.
I slowly open the door.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check, Tuyen.
Oh god, please. Oh, that's a nat 1, so a 3.
You
Wow, good day for us.
and as you push off, you like put your foot down, but you look down right as you're pushing off, and you can see there's just like this wet leaf that somehow blew in, and you sort of thunk, ba-dunk, and slam onto the ground in front of you. There's like a moment where you all just sort of are quiet for a second, but nothing happens. As you sort of get back up to your knees and stand up, inside is is like this large, pretty empty room. There is a bed frame in the far corner with no mattress on it. There's like a very bland chest of drawers opposite of it. And then there's a painting on the wall to your left.
What does the painting look like?
Yeah, as you walk in, you can see the painting. It's just a very basic painting of a hillscape with grass and a bit of clouds. There's like a small sheep painted in the background.
I poke at the painting with my stick.
You poke at the painting, and your stick goes thunk right through it, and you can feel that there's about like 2 inches of give behind the circle you've put in the painting.
I'm sorry, it breaks through the canvas?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. I poke through the canvas and then I feel a wall?
You feel like some space between. You feel like, as opposed to like pushing back against something hard, it's like you pushed through something and then felt something hard. Like there's a bit of space behind the painting.
There's something behind this painting.
Can I start to cast Detect Evil and Good?
Definitely. What do you all want to do with this painting first?
I take it off.
Were you happy? Take it off the wall.
Yeah, you take this painting down, it comes down, and in front of you there's like a cutout of the wall, and in it is this thick safe with a circular twisty code on it, but no key lock on it.
We try to... What is that?
I try to open the safe.
Yeah,
safe.
You there's like a circular like locker combination lock. What are those called? Why can't I don't know. Whatever. Somebody knows.
Combination lock?
That can't be it. It can't be that simple. You pull down on the handle and it feels locked.
Could I keep trying?
Yeah, you just want to keep yanking on the handle?
Or like keep like trying different number combinations, I mean?
Yeah, roll a intelligence check.
I will put my hand on Tuyen's shoulder and say, I know that you can do this, Tuyen. I want to help you.
Thank you. Oh, I got a 16.
You don't give any help at all, just
Just emotional support.
Yeah.
Yes.
You feel confident while you do it, but you're like, oh, you're sort of taking this lock in. You can see that there's no key lock, right? There's nowhere to sort of unlock like you would like with a key. And you're realizing as you're like spinning it back and forth that this might be like a multiple number combination that you just don't have at the moment.
Could I search the room for a code?
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
Investigate.
What are you doing, Rufus? You were in concentration for many minutes.
12.
Just a minute.
You search around the room. You like take the painting off of its backing. You don't find anything. This actually seems like a very empty room, like it's a guest room that was never filled in.
Could I run downstairs and ask Aura if he knows the code?
Sure. Yeah, Ara is sitting back in the chair, just sort of looking blankly, and stands up again. Oh, hello, friend. Did you? How's it going up there?
Hi, sir. So we found a safe hidden behind a painting. Would you happen to know the code for that by any chance?
Oh, well, unfortunately, I must admit, in my many years, my memory isn't what it used to be. Perhaps 31813113, or you could try 1123, or
I'm writing down these numbers as he's saying them so that I don't forget.
2, 2,
These are all
3,
very, very different. But
3,
thank
1.
you.
There's ones and threes. I remember that. There might be a 2.
Okay.
There
Thank
were ones
you.
and threes. There might be a 2.
Best of luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And I run back upstairs and show my note with like the 6 different possible combinations.
You try all these combinations out, and none of them seem to immediately work.
Could I try 1, 2, 3, 4?
No, you absolutely cannot. No, I'm kidding. Yes, you put in 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't work.
1, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Zero,
No,
zero,
I feel
zero,
like
zero.
I feel like at this point you're just being like, no one would put 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't.
Is it dark in here?
It's not dark yet, Anthony. I'll tell you when it's dark.
I see. I see what's happening here.
Rufus, go ahead and tell me what detect good and evil. That's
Well, I had a question because
Yeah.
it's only showing up attached to the dream jar that's in my possession.
Oh, then yeah, I don't think you would have access to that spell. What does it say in reference to the dream jar? What does it say in reference to the dream jar?
I don't know. Like, I'm confused. It's in my spells now, and it wasn't before. And same with like another thing.
Uh-oh.
So maybe we just scratch that.
Yeah, I think that sounds
And-
like Anthony made a mistake. Moving on.
If anyone in chat knows what the fuck that means, please tell me.
I don't know. That sounds like something dumb that I would do. That pretty much tracks for. Hold on, I'm gonna bring up your character. Let me take a look at this because now I
Now
want
I'm confused. Yeah.
You have a charge to be able to cast it.
Cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right then. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm using that.
Will you read the spell to me?
Yes. For the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. The spell can penetrate. Oh yeah, go ahead.
So hold on. Actually, let me actually just bring up this item real fast and see what the hell I made, because now I don't remember at all.
There's one charge and many spells.
So cool.
Let's see. I don't remember doing it at all.
Genevieve in chat said it needs a dream and a body part to use, but I don't know if they're joking.
Yeah, well, you.
Oh no, that's
you would-
probably right.
Yeah, in order to activate that, you would have to remove an appendage or limb like a finger, toe, or ear, which is consumed when the dream jar is activated. So if you want to do that, you could.
No. I can't do that to any of you. I can't take it off the ghost, can I?
Van Gogh and just.
I don't think
No.
you could take it off the ghost, unfortunately.
All right. Thank you, chat. I'm not gonna do that.
Can I try like pulling out my thieves' tools and like I know that you said there's no like place for a lockpick.
Yeah, you could
but just
definitely give it a
trying
shot.
to, like,
Definitely give it a shot. Go ahead
pry
and
it
roll
open
me
or something.
another lockpick check. Roll a d20, add 4, your dexterity modifier and your proficiency bonus.
This safe is really gonna fuck us.
A feather would
To
not
be
count
stuck
as a
here.
body part. For another 14, Ian?
Mhm.
Yeah, you can tell that there is a locking mechanism sort of between the handle and like the side, the slit in, but your tools are just not slim enough to get in there to sort of press it up.
Oh.
There are, there are sort of 2 other doors in this hallway.
Oh,
I do not
okay.
know more doors. Let's go and look at the other doors.
Yes, we're going to the other doors. I know that. Quietly.
Quietly, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, in front of you, so like there's a closer door. So there's like 2 doors right across from each other. There's a closer door on your left, and then like at the very end of the hall, there's another door on your right. So 2 are sort of right next to each other, and then there's 1 on your left, and then staggered deeper is 1 on your right.
Go to the next door on the left.
Yeah. You at the door, you try the handle?
Yes.
It is locked.
Tuyen, you must pick the lock.
Can I pick the lock? I'll do a lockpick check.
Do another lockpick check.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Now you're really feeling it. You got a lot of practice. You just... And it's immediately unlocked.
I have my staff out ready to go.
You open the door and look inside. You realize it's dark now. Everyone roll a perception check with disadvantage. Unless somebody has dark vision.
no.
Nobody has dark vision, right?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think
It's
so.
dark. It's now dark.
11.
11.
21.
21. With disadvantage?
Oh, no. I forgot to do that.
That's
I
a
rolled
nat
the same
one.
number on both of them.
17.
17. Okay, there you go. Rufus, you look the wrong way because it's dark, and you
Cool.
look and you just are like staring right at Jeeps, who's sort of like just staring blankly at you. And turns you around this way, sir.
Sorry.
Tuyen, you can sort of make out, there's like a bit of moonlight gleaming in. You can make out that this looks like a bedroom and a study. If you'd like to go and investigate it, you can kind of see that there's a bed with a mattress and made up in the corner, and that there's a desk facing the window.
Can I investigate the room?
Yeah, you look through. You can see that the bed is like made. The sheets are covered in like a layer of dust, and they're a bit sun faded, but it's almost like it was left there as is. And there is a desk that faces the window that looks out over like the overgrown courtyard where you all walked in. And there's some yellowed papers on the desk, 1 open drawer that's empty, and a turned over picture frame.
Could I pick up the picture frame?
Yeah. You pick up the picture frame, you pick it up like some glass sort of like falls out, like it had already been shattered, and the rest of the glass just sort of falls onto the table. And you can see this picture. It's a painting. It looks to be of like a middle-aged man who sort of looks like Ara from downstairs, but alive. He's smiling, and he's standing in front of the house that you're in. But it's not dilapidated at all. It's like very fresh and shiny. The lawn in front is sort of manicured, and he's smiling very proudly at the painter. And it's in this sort of wooden picture frame with like a back and a stand on it.
Can I take it out? The picture itself, and look and see if there's anything written on
Yeah,
the back?
you pull it out. A bit of the paint kind of flakes off, but as you pull it out, you can see on the back, written in a pencil, is 1131.
1131.
1131. Okay.
Do you want to go put that into the safe?
Put it back into the safe.
Yes. Yeah, I would like to do that. And while I'm setting down the picture frame, I also pull out my tinderbox and light my torch. So I
Sure.
can see better.
Yeah. The torch is up. Light is up again. You all scamper back into the other room. You one. Got to do those full circles. 3. As you go to the other one, just hear a small clack.
Very carefully open the safe.
You open it up, and inside is two bottles. One is like this red sort of roiling bottle that almost seems like is like bubbling unnaturally, and the other is let me see here actually. The other is this like thick green bottle.
Rufus, do you know what these are?
Do I have? Could I make a nature or arcana check? A narcana check.
Yeah, I was like, what the? Make a narcana check. Make either one, whichever you choose.
I'll do arcana.
Sure, roll an arcana check.
I got another nat 1 in a row.
Oh,
2 nat.
no.
That's the second nat 1
Oh no.
What are
that I
they?
just rolled.
Rufus, what is it?
I think it's mud. I think it's one is mud, and the other might be a sort of a greenish, like spooky sludge.
Tisryn, you're looking at the one bottle is orange, and the other bottle is green. So Rufus just told you that the bottle that is orange, the bubbling orange liquid, is mud.
I'm pretty sure it's mud.
Should we?
I don't know why they would put mud in the bottle. I'm just saying that's what I think it is.
Should we open them?
I mean, it's just mud. So it can't be a problem.
I carefully open
Yeah.
the bubbling orange one at arm's length.
You open it up and you can see bloop, bloop, bloop. There's a bit of smoke, and as you touch it, it's not burning you, but it feels like hot to the touch. It's almost like holding a warm mug. And like a bit of smoke sort of puffs up as occasionally it bubbles up. You both can make Arcana or Nature checks if you'd like.
I will do that.
18.
18.
Ooh.
Got a 13.
With an 18, Tisryn, you know what potions are. This is not news to you. You know this looks like some sort of like fire or magma or something. You know you're supposed to drink potions. So maybe if you drink this potion, you will have some sort of fire.
If you drink this potion, you will have fire.
Oh, I don't like that. Tisryn, do you want to take it?
Yes, how sure are you about that?
We talked about potions at the monastery because we know that they can be used sometimes for helping make us stronger and better in certain situations. So I'm
Right.
pretty sure that it is beneficial, but I do not know the exact way it works. And
Okay.
it is not poison.
Well, I mean, I don't need any. I can conjure fire, and you don't want it, Tuyen? Is it?
I could
it's
drink
something.
it if we have to tangle with someone. I will drink it.
Okay. All right. And the other one is, the other one's blue,
The other one's like this dark green.
green. Can I cast Identify on it?
Yeah.
Just cast, not
Yeah, this second potion is a potion of animal friendship,
Oh.
which lets you cast animal friendship for 1 hour at will.
Oh, that's sweet.
This one is sort of a.
Speaking of animal friendship,
This one is to befriend a creature, an animal. So that'd be good to keep in our back pocket as well.
okay.
I'm just going to hang on to that.
Is there anything else in the safe?
No, that's everything. Empty, otherwise.
I want to put the stopper back on it.
Yeah.
Put it in my backpack.
And can we head to that last door?
Yeah, you all walk over to this last door. You try the handle, and it is locked.
I pick the lock again.
Go ahead and roll.
So glad I have this lock picking kit, guys. 17.
Damn.
17, yeah. It is unlocked.
And carefully open it.
Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just
Yes.
like... Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You still have the torch?
Yes, I do.
Oh no.
Yeah. Wow. Literally, how is that possible? Got another nat 1, so 3.
This is our worst day.
What is going
No, I had my
on?
worst
Sorry.
day last time.
The D&D dice beyond, like the D&D Beyond dice thing does not like me today.
You are like... You're actually feeling like you're really hitting your stride when it comes to lock picking. You open the door, and as you're pushing it, you look up to your right, and you can see that the hinge of the door has completely rusted out. And as you push, the door goes ka-chunk and slams in front of you. You see in front of you is this large room. There's a couple of bookcases, and immediately you're hit with this putrid smell as like a bunch of sort of feathers and dust flies up in the air. And as it settles in front of you, you see sitting at this table are two creatures. They look at you and sort of look up. You can see like half their face is sort of rotting away, revealing bone and patches of white skull. They have like long, white, stringy hair at the base of their craniums, and they're slightly like leaning off and looking at you. One you can see is slowly pulling out a sword. The other is raising its hand, and they say, "Well, hi, friends. It's nice to finally have some company." And everybody roll initiative. And I think
those are the ghost bandits.
I know that.
we're gonna go ahead and take our intermission here, and when we get back, we'll get into some battle. All right, quick intermission, and we'll be right back. are back. Surprise, Anthony. We're back. Here we go. What did everybody roll for initiative? Oh, this map is
I got a 9. Oh no, blue.
a 9, a 20. All right.
Shit.
Let me get this map set up. We had a 9, a 20, and Rufus?
A 2.
Not a nat 20, but the 20.
Gotcha. All right. So in this room, you can see that these like two creatures are standing in front of you. One sort of pulls out this long sword. The other just sort of holds its hands up towards you. You can see in the rest of the room, there's like a set of crates and just sort of like junk sort of splashed around. And behind you are the other two rooms that you went in. These sort of incredible black lines are the doorways to these other rooms. And down this way is the rest of the hallway that you entered in on. And you can't really see, but there's essentially a doorway right here. Let's start with Tisryn. You are up first.
I want to run in and jump onto the table.
All right. I'm going to let you pass 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, you just, in one push of your wings, you jump up on the table and are sort of facing this one with his hands out. You can see it's sort of like face is revealing a skull. Its eye is like almost shriveled in the side of its head.
I'm going to take my quarterstaff and I want to bash that one where his skull is exposed.
Yeah, roll an
I
attack.
do not like the way he looked at me. That is a 17.
A 17 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. And, that is 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
11 points of bludgeoning damage. Yeah, you slam down, and as you hit, you feel your staff sort of impact to the side of its shoulder. You feel like you've like hit a really strong blow, but it's almost like there's a bit of pushback, and the damage does not do as much as you were hoping for.
Yes, that's what I was afraid of, but I keep going. I want to spend a key point.
Yes.
And do flurry of blows.
All right. Yeah. So go ahead and make your 2 more attacks.
The first attack is 13.
13 misses. This time it's ready for you. As you pull back to claw forward, it sort of ducks down.
And second is nat 20.
Nat 20. There we go. The tide is turning. Disco does D&D. Go ahead and...
So that is 10 points of slashing damage with my talon. I take my foot and scratch up at his skull face.
Again, you scratch up at his face. You can see as it pulls up, it just like you get like a handful of just like loose skin in your hand. But again, it doesn't quite do the damage you were hoping for.
And then I want with the open hand technique.
Thank you.
When I hit with my flurry of blow attack, I can impose one of the following effects on the target.
Let's hear it.
I wanted to it cannot, let's see. It cannot take a reaction until the end of my next turn.
All right. As you sort of claw up, even in this sort of undead form, you find a pressure point and dig your claw in. You can see him, and it sort of like stifles him for a second. You can see his reaction time is a bit slower. Up next is this creature you were attacking. He rears his hands back and pushes forward, and as he pushes forward, you can see his face sort of like pop forward at you, and this horrible like screams directly, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, yes, at all of you. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw as this sort of spectral scream explodes at you.
11.
11, 7, 13. And let me see what Jeep's got.
Oh, no.
What did I say? Wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeeps. All right. So Rufus, Jeep sort of reaches out and grabs your shoulder and says, "Steady on, sir." And you both like brace yourself as this wave hits you. But Tuyen and Tisryn, this sort of wave of like scream hits you, and you feel this wave of fear rush through your body. You start to shake and quiver, and you are now under the effects of the fear spell, which means a creature must take the dash action and move away from the person who is attacking to the nearest available route on each of your turns, unless there's nowhere to move. Once you don't have line of sight on the creature, then you can make a wisdom saving throw to try to end the fear effect. And this is also a concentration spell. And that is that being's turn. Up next is this large creature who sort of shambles up. He sort of pulls himself up on the table and says, "Well, hi, nice to have some friends," and pulls out this long sword and goes in for a slash against you. Tisryn does a 8 hit.
No.
Yeah, you slash.
Even though I'm scared, I'm still able to.
Even though you're scared, you duck down and get out of the way. Up next is Tuyen. Tuyen, you have to take the dash action to try and run away so that you're out of sight. Where would you like to run? As fear sort of is welling up in your body, you can feel your heart pumping as fast as you can. You just think, I have to get out of here.
Is there anything in the room that I can hide behind so that I'm out of the line of sight? Like a shelf or a... You
could, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're not, there's nothing, you get over to these boxes. You could take the dash action and try and dive under these boxes.
Yeah, could I try that and then try to hide under the boxes? Or behind the boxes?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. You sort of dive and land under these boxes. You press your back up against it. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. And I'm going to say with disadvantage since you're sort of shaking with fear.
Okay, disadvantage. Please, please, please. Please. 15.
15? Okay. And I think I'm going to let you go sideways since it's not technically towards him. Maybe this is like a little near to him, but I say with this fear, you're okay to run sideways. All right, you rolled a 15. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw to see if you can shake off this fear effect.
12.
12. You try to steady yourself. You try to like calm your heart, but it is still racing. And you are still under the fear effect. Up next is Jeeps. Jeeps is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. And he's going to attempt... Actually, he's going to stand here. And he's going to attempt to fling one of his little spinning blades at the person who's holding this fear effect. Go ahead and roll an attack. And Jeeps is going to... Let's see... miss with a 15 as he, and you can see the being sort of puts his arm up and smacks it out of the way as Jeeps does not hit. Up next is you, Rufus.
I don't remember what hurts ghosts. I know that so much doesn't.
They don't really seem ghostly as much as they seem like more like undead. Like they've been up here so long, but their souls have not left their physical body.
Okay. And they're like people, right?
Like they're humanoids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to cast a chromatic orb of fire at one of them.
Yeah, which one would you like to?
The one...
There's this one holding like the fear effect, and then there's the other one with this big sword that's sort of bearing down on Tisryn.
Yeah, the one holding that spell.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
Okie dokie.
10.
10. You pull up a chromatic orb. It sails by and poof, explodes into the fireplace behind you.
Dear God. Can I move? Can I just? I'm actually.
You're sort of
I'm
like
actually.
you're sort of like pressed up against the wall here, and sort of can lean out and throw that in. Use 5 feet of movement to go this way, and then 5 feet to go back.
Yeah, I'd like to go back. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Up next is Tisryn.
Yes, I
Tisryn.
need to run out of the door and turn, and I want to turn.
This one will not get an attack of opportunity. Sorry, this one will not get an attack of opportunity, but the other one will. As you sort of turn and begin to flee, 5, 10, 15, 20. Which would you like to go, right or left?
To my right. To
To
no, the other way. That's like as I'm heading out. Yeah, that way. So
You go
wherever
there.
I can go, I don't have any longer line of sight.
As you run away, this one takes another swing at you. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Yeah, he swings, but you're able to duck out of the way in fear. You run out and you press your back up against that wall. Go ahead and give me another wisdom saving throw.
17.
17. Yeah, you steady yourself. You think of your monk training. You think of everyone back at the monastery, and you're able to shake off the fear effect. Up next is this this bandit here, concentrating on the spell. They are going to step one to the side, so they have like a clear line out the window, and they are going to fire this like ball of necrotic energy directly at Jeeps, which is going to, does a 13 hit Jeeps? No, which is going to miss and sort of splash against the wall in dark energy. Then this one is going to charge 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and turn towards you, Rufus, seeing you hiding there, and sort of from around the corner swing its blade at you. Oh my goodness.
Shit.
Does a 11 hit?
No.
God damn.
Yeah.
Tuyen,
Come on.
you have to. It is now your turn. You have to use your dash action to get as far away as you can.
Can I move like further behind those boxes?
You can do that.
Just in that corner.
You can make another stealth check to hide, and then try
Yes,
all right, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
18.
You feel fairly hidden, but you're mainly just hiding out of fear. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
14.
You steady yourself for a moment, and you sort of just are like, come on, and you sort of like will this fear out of your body as the fear effect is no longer present in you. But that is your turn. Jeeps is going to turn and try and whack this guy here on the back with his cane.
Come on, Jeeps.
16, and will hit.
Yeah, Jeeps.
Jeeps.
3 points of damage. You see, thwack. Just gives him a very sharp thwack on the back. The being seems generally unfazed by that, but took damage. And up next is you, Rufus.
I'm gonna look over to Tisryn and say,
Drink the bottle. Drink the bottle now. Do it.
and then can I? We're so close to this dude, though.
He's right on you.
Fuck. Can I see past him?
Yeah. What are you looking for?
The other guy.
You could move here and not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Cool. I'll do that.
Yeah, definitely.
And then, can I throw the big old fire
Absolutely.
boy
Make an
at
attack.
the one not right in front of us?
Yeah, make an attack.
Please. God. Okay. 18.
Roll damage. That hits as this
Hell yeah.
fireball slams into this creature's chest.
And it's 3d8. Where's my d8? 7.
7 points of damage. Yeah, you sort of slam into him. You can see that the creature like puts its hand up, and you can see it like melts like this skin off, which like drips on the floor. It definitely took damage. You know, wasn't your most powerful cast, as this being is sort of in your face, like ha, and distracted you for a second. But it definitely took that damage. Up next is you.
Oh, can I take the rest of my movement to skedaddle down that back where I was and further down?
Yeah, you will take an attack of opportunity if you move any farther.
Shit, never mind. Well, I'll do it.
How far would you like to move?
As far as I can down that
15, 20, 25, 30. All right, he's going to make an attack on you as you like, you're not even under the effect of the fear spell, but you're just running. Does an 18 hit?
Yeah, you know that it does. So funny question to ask.
You take 8 points of damage as this sword drags along your back. Will you make a Constitution saving throw?
This was a bad call. This was a bad call. This was a bad call. Ooh.
Rufus!
Constitution?
Yes.
21.
21, yeah. You feel as this blade drags into your back that's almost trying to like pull the life energy out of you, but you're able to like and sort of let out this yelp, but you resist that. And you have ran down there. Up next is Tisryn.
So to drink the potion is an action, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I drink the potion.
You drink your potion. You feel this like bubbling, roiling energy inside of you. And you feel like, wait, hold on. You feel like if you just open your mouth, almost like as a bonus action, you know, you could just open your mouth and something might come out.
Be a bonus action.
Tis the word of the spell.
Yeah.
Tis the word of
Hell
the spell. Yeah, so you open your mouth, and you just look at this thing in front of you, and it's not like a fire, a dragon's breath that comes out. It's like a single line of fire, just like smashing into this creature. The creature like puts up its hands to try and block some of the effect. It's going to make a dexterity saving throw. What's its dex? +1.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 4, which will fail. Roll 4d6.
46.
Ah, this is the
so
potion
sick.
of fire breath.
15 points of fire damage.
Yeah, you
Oh,
just
yeah.
like this like single laser beam of fire just like smashes on this thing's face. You can see it burns off like all of the skin and actually blows a piece of the skull off as this thing like, and it's just like sort of singed and smoking. Anything you'd like to do with your movement?
Yes, I want to move on to the other side of him, so to block him from being able to get past me to Rufus.
There you go.
Aww.
You sort of stand in front of him.
Well, I just want to make he can't get past me in the diagonal.
I would say no, because it's just like a 5-foot door.
Okay.
And you sort of stand there. Up next is this this creature. Let's see. What is this creature going to do? This creature is going to drop its fear once it noticed that nothing else has happened. It's going to hold out its hand, and let's see. What does it want to do? Yes, it will do this and just say, I suggest you stop what you're doing. And it's going to try and cast Hold Person on you, Tisryn. So go ahead and give me a Wisdom saving throw.
Natural 1.
Oh my god!
There has to be some record we're breaking right now.
Oh!
This is so sad.
You feel a wave of magic pass sort of from your feet to your toes as you just are and stuck in place under the effect of the Hold Person spell. You can also see this creature in front of you just sort of and is lifting up its blade to bring it down on you, which it does with advantage.
Oh my god.
It rolled. That one's going to hit for a 22, which will auto crit because you're held and paralyzed. Oh, wow. That is going to be 16 points of damage.
Oh God.
As it slams down, just boom, right in your head. You can feel the blade crack into your skull. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. 3. Your hit point maximum is reduced by 16.
No. Hey, sometimes things aren't nice that you do.
So how do I do that?
Temporary, maybe? In temp?
Override max HP.
There you go.
I'm trying to do that.
Well,
Yep.
There we go. And this one just says, up next is Tuyen.
I'm gonna charge towards the sorcerer, whatever he is. He's far. Can I make it that far?
You can 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, bonus action dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you use your bonus action, but you can get there. Using your panache feature, you automatically will get your sneak attack on this because you're 1v1ing.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, so I will sneak attack. I can't use steady aim because I already used my bonus action. I'm gonna use my short sword, and that is a that's a nat 20.
There
25.
we go.
Oh, Jesus.
25 to hit.
All right, go ahead and roll your amazing. There we go. Roll damage. So you want to roll your dice damage and your sneak attack damage, double it, and then
double the sneak attack.
Yes.
Okay.
Anthony, are you still up?
So 7 plus 7 plus 6, so 20 damage.
How do you want to kill this creature?
I'm gonna scream, "This is for hurting my friend!" And I just slice him.
Does hold person go away?
Absolutely. You slice down through him. It's a concentration spell. You can see him turn towards you. Shock washes over his face as you just crack. You can feel yourself splitting his spine down the middle as this creature falls down dead. Hold person lifts. That will be your full turn. That was your action, bonus action, movement. Up next is Jeeps. Jeeps is going to...
How hurt is this person looking?
Definitely hurt. But not on death's door. Jeeps sees you, Tisryn, and sees the shape that you're in. She sees what this blade has done to you. He is going to shove you out of the way. He's going to make a strength check to see if it can shove you. Let's see. What's your strength modifier, Anthony?
0.
Yeah. He pushes you back, not provoking an opportunity attack. He steps in front, turns to this creature and says, "You're going to have to get through me first, sir." And takes another thwack with his cane, which will hit for 4 points of damage as he just like thwack and sort of hits this creature at the side of the head for 4 points of damage. Rufus, it's now your turn.
I would like to run over to where Tisryn is, and
you can get probably about here, I think.
Damn. Okay.
Actually, you should be able to get here. I think I just counted wrong because you left from there, so you should be able to get to that spot.
Okay. And I would like to cast Mage Armor on Tisryn.
Can't.
Well, you're not wearing any armor, right, Anthony? It's just a self.
Mage armor on somebody else?
Let me see.
Yeah,
It might just be
a willing creature.
Wow.
So, I don't know if this will raise your AC though. Your AC becomes 13 plus your Dex
Plus
modifier.
your Dex.
Doesn't change.
It doesn't change.
Never.
Anything. That's okay.
Shit.
That you don't have to use that as your turn though.
Okay.
You can do whatever you'd like. You don't have to move back there either.
There's not much I can do when he's so close to us. Is there anything I can do? Can I hold an action, I guess?
Yeah, what action are you holding?
I guess I'll hold a chromatic orb if he...
You could hit him with chromatic orb from there without hitting
And
anybody
not...
else.
Really?
Yeah, because you're not in melee with him. There's 5 feet in between you, and you could get it from there.
If that's possible, then yeah, I'm gonna do that
I
again.
think so. Yeah, make an attack.
Cool. Same cheese. 15?
15 just hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Whee! Okay. Where's my D8? Uh, 10.
10 points of damage. Yeah, is this fire again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you again throw this spinning ball of fire that smashes into this guy's stomach. It sort of burns away, revealing ribs and some black organs. He looking very, very, very hurt, but is still up. Tisryn, it is your turn.
I'm really, really in bad shape. I take out a dart and I fling my dart at him.
You also you let me just say.
Oh, the fire is still there.
You feel the fire still boiling in your belly.
But it has to be. So if I move, is there a place I can move and try to get him without getting jeeps?
Yeah, it's not an area of effects.
Okay,
so
yes.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, for your bonus, you sort of step to the side. For your bonus action, what is it?
Well, that's a bonus action, so I can still try to hit with the dart.
Yeah, would you like to do the dart first or the fireball first?
Dart.
All right, go ahead and make an attack with your dart.
Because I'm very angry. 22.
22, that hits. Roll damage.
Yes, he hurt me very badly. That is 7 points of piercing damage.
As you throw this dart, you're getting ready. You feel this boiling energy. This dart thunk, sticks into him. How would you like to kill this creature?
You have reduced me to a shadow of myself, and now I've reduced you to a shadow of yourself.
You see, like, as this dart sort of sticks in him and you say this, you can see just and like just sort of disappears into dust as like a bunch of bones sort of clatters to the ground. And with that, you are all out of initiative.
Jeeps,
There was a third ghost, wasn't there?
I thought there was only the 2.
When he explained downstairs, there was a third, right?
Do not know. Jeeps, you
Did you
saved
not?
my life. Jeeps.
Yes.
You saved my life.
Oh,
I was very near death.
simply doing my duties, huh?
Rufus, Jeeps saved my life.
It is what he's best at.
If I got hurt one more time, I was dead. I knew it in my soul.
Well, let's get you to the nurse right now.
No, I mean like dead. Like not even, like nothing dead. I would be dead, gone, dead. Not unconscious, dead.
Oh, Tisryn, buddy. Do you want to take a short rest here? What? We could just, let's do that. Let's just take a short rest here.
You all sort of post up and take a short rest. You do not recover any health, Tisryn. You see this open wound on his head is completely split open, and whatever it is, there's almost like this dark pulsing magic in your head. You feel like you just need to rest, a long rest. As you're,
It's nighttime, isn't it?
it's definitely night. As you're all sitting there, you see like a little face poke in and says, it's, oh, hi, friends. I believe you have broken whatever charm was on this house. As Ara pokes his head, and I haven't been upstairs in I can't remember how long. I thank you so much. It's great to be. Oh, well, you're not looking so good, my friend, but hopefully it was all worth it for the rager.
Was it?
I don't think so. I
I
think
don't think so. No, this is.
we really need to get those healing potions from PA.
I have.
I do not think that would have worked, though.
Really?
No.
Wait, what?
No. It does not feel good. No.
With the healing potion?
No.
So I shouldn't give you.
I need to sleep.
Would it be all right then, Aura, if we? Would it be all right if we spent the night here?
Absolutely, friends. Absolutely. I'm sorry to have put you in such danger. I, of course, don't have much in the way of amenities, but I can at least keep a watch on the building and make sure nothing else comes. I'm sure it won't, but you're more than welcome to rest here.
That would be very nice of you. Thank you.
Yeah, you all sort of find different places. Tisryn, you can go into this sort of bedroom if you'd like and lay on this bed. And
There's no mattress.
There's not
It's
matter.
just the bed frame.
there is another bed. No, there is another bed. There's a bed
okay.
in the other room.
Okay.
You all lay down. It's sort of dark night. A few clouds pass over the moon outside. Is there anything you all want to do when you're sleeping, or do you just kind of all just sort of quietly go to bed?
I lack any ability to.
Yeah, I don't think we need to.
Yeah.
Can I take watch for a bit, but not to the point where it would give me?
Sure.
exhaustion?
Roll a perception check, and Jeeps will give you advantage as he stands by you.
Yikes!
And Hamburger will help as well.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. With the Nat 20, you just sort of hear the quiet of the woods outside. And again, you just have this feeling of peace sort of wash over you again. You feel like even though these creatures were awful, they have clearly been dispatched with. Your thought that there was a third ghost was a mistaken thought. And I don't know who would have ever said that ever.
I'm going
Nobody
back
will
in this
ever check
footage.
the tape, but the
I'm
ghosts
going
are
back
all
in
gone.
this footage.
And you feel like this place is actually a quite peaceful place. And as you're sitting there, Ara's with you, who doesn't have to sleep, and says, "Oh, friend, if you see the sad young man who keeps coming here, will you tell him to come in and say hi at some time?"
Sorry, sad young man.
Yes, a young man, sort of blonde, well dressed. He never comes in, but he sits on those stone benches out front and looks very upset. Sometimes he's crying, sometimes he sits by himself looking forlorn, but very upset.
Is Bartholomew blonde? Do I remember?
Yeah, you would think like the
Okay.
blonde hair, the well-dressed suit.
Well-dressed.
Sounds
Okay.
just like him.
And you haven't heard anything that he's said, but you've seen him?
Speaking, he just comes here to, or did come here at least, to contemplate, I guess. He never came inside, and I couldn't speak to him from inside the building, though maybe that has changed. But yes, tell him he's more than welcome to come in. And I'm very much looking forward to cleaning this place up for you.
Thank you. I'll do that. All right, thank you.
Oh, I might have something for you as well as a small token of my appreciation. Ara goes over to one of the bookshelves and starts like moving through all these different books. Yes, here it is, and pulls out this like thin piece of paper, which as he pulls it sort of rolls back up and says, this I believe you may be able to use. As you unroll it, it is a scroll of arcane lock.
Cool.
What is that?
Really cool. Isn't it like a block made of magic? Is that wrong?
Arcane lock.
Yeah.
It's like you can basically like set a really strong lock. Yeah. I thought you said block made of magic, and I was like, no, lock.
Jenny on the block.
Jenny on the block. Made of magic. Yeah. Cool.
So that is yours.
Thank you.
Yes, you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This will be very useful.
I will clean up for the rager. Just I have nothing else to do. Read some books and clean up. I can't wait.
I have a question for you.
Yes, of course.
You were the dean for a while at the school.
Assistant dean.
Assistant dean. It's still very important. Would you happen to remember any students by the name of Dare say or Jones?
I'm gonna roll a check to see if I remember that. Let me see. Dare say Jones. Jones. We had many Joneses. It's a young woman named Jones. Emily, Amelia, perhaps.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, I don't remember much of them. Spent a lot of time outside. Perhaps they were. Now this, I apologize, but I believe they were maybe a member of Keelan College, but perhaps not. I don't quite remember.
Yes, that makes sense. Thank you for checking.
Thank you. Anything else you all would like to do?
Do I feel better in the morning?
As the sun rises, Tisryn, you put your head up to the wound, and it is completely gone. A wave of relief washes over you as this sort of dark energy has left your body. You feel your strength has returned, but you do realize you have slept through your early morning calisthenics.
But it was worth it because I almost died.
Yes, indeed. You all, is there anything else you'd like to do in this house before you head back to the main campus?
Just I want to say to my friends, do you think that when I was sent to this school, I did not anticipate almost dying multiple times? Did you?
No, definitely not. But I like to think that maybe we were chosen because we are special students and important students, which is why I say that that woman was wrong about what she said about you. I think that we're a very special group, or they wouldn't have asked us to help. So you could, tell her to screw off. And
She told me never to speak to her again. She hopes she never has a conversation.
Well, we'll see about that. Because that was very rude.
Yeah, I feel like maybe we should report her to the dean or something.
Yes, now I need you to be very clear. I'm not saying to do anything violent. No. I'm just saying that she was wrong.
Yes.
She made a snap judgment.
Yes.
And that was wrong. Good. Right.
So, I feel like we really need to prioritize either getting a healer friend, maybe a cleric, or just loading up on healing items, or I don't know. I don't know any spells except for shape water. I can't learn any spells.
You have
No, we
magic,
should-
Rufus?
I do have magic, and I've been trying to look into something that would be helpful, but I don't know how quickly I can get my hands around that and be able to use it. I think that's a good idea. I think we could find somebody to help, and if not, PA has promised some more potions. I have one on hand for emergencies. I know that you do too.
Yeah.
But that's a good idea.
Yes. But
We'll
we
make
are
sure that-
special.
Yeah, we'll make sure that nobody dies. Nobody's dying in this group.
No.
Yes, let's try and be more cautious.
We
when
were
we walk
very
into-
cautious. We were very
Yes, but we
cautious.
were very bad at it today, and yes, I think that keep our distance as a first port of call.
What is a port of call?
Sort of, but you know what? I give you that. That's a hard one. Just in the order of priorities, going into Tangle. First, let's be cautious.
Yes. But
Make
we were
sure
very
that we're
cautious. We were very
Yes.
cautious.
I understand. We did break a door down.
That's my
During
bad.
that.
I apologize for just
It
off
is
my
okay.
game today.
Everyone
That's all
fails. We all fail. We it's okay. You told me this.
Thank you, Tisryn.
Yes.
I'm glad that you're feeling better. I'm sorry that you were so badly hurt. I was really scared.
I'm feeling so much better, and I do 4 backflips down the hallway.
Okay, let's get out of the ghost house.
Amazing. Yeah, you all head back to campus. You were able to find your way back without incident. Ara sort of waves happily goodbye and says, "I'll be cleaning. It will be ready for your return, I promise."
Thank you.
And you head back to campus. Before we end, there's a couple of things sort of hanging in the air, which I wanted to see if you guys did you Rufus, you got this note that these library books were ready for you.
Oh shit!
Would you like to check up on that with a bit of free time?
Library books?
Yeah.
Would you like to bring your friends, or do you want to do this by yourself?
I want to do this by myself.
You go to the library by yourself. You find a time when kick my microphone, where you aren't all together. You go up to the front and you ask Scribinato where the books are. And he said, I wasn't quite sure, so I grabbed a few. And puts this stack of yearbooks in front. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check with advantage.
Come on. Sorry. Investigation. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, you sort of pull the books over. As you're sitting down, Ashmay walks over and says, "Oh, hello, friend." Twirls their eyebrow mustache and puts a bowl of soup and says, "Good luck on studying," and puts a hot bowl of onion soup next to you, and walks away. With a dirty funny, a dirty 20. You don't find any writing inside of these books because they're library properties. But what you do find, you find a bunch of portraits of everyone, painted portraits. You first come across the portrait of Ephus Daresay, who is Bartholomew's father.
Ethis?
Ephus. Yes.
Say. Okay.
You see that it looks a little bit similar to Bartholomew, less handsome, less sort of attractive features, a little bit more frumpy. The clothing looks ugly almost, and the hairstyle looks very bad even for the time. He looks kind of stern, if maybe actually just a little bit blank. You find a portrait of your father, Andrew. He looks kind of surprisingly handsome. You're sort of struck by how handsome he is. And there's almost this very confident glint in his eye. You find a portrait of your mother. At first, you're really surprised by how much you look like her. It's almost like looking at a reflection of yourself. And as you're sort of studying this portrait, you're sort of struck by, she's wearing this floral crown and has a flower behind her ear. And as you're sort of looking really closely, there's almost this smudge of dirt on her face, which is somewhat in character for her, for somebody who tends a garden. But this flower crown is also very out of character for the person that you know, who's a little bit more serious and buttoned up, even when it comes to nature. And as you're sort of flipping through the book, looking for everything else, you also come across a picture of River the Understanding, your teacher from a little while ago. You can see at the time their name is listed as just River. You sort of notice that they almost look identical to how they look now, they haven't aged at all. And you can also see that they are wearing the same floral crown as your mother. That matches.
Okay.
And that is everything that you find in the library.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
I'm sure whatever you have in your head is not nearly as good as what I've come up with. So
I have a Snape situation in my head.
As you come back to your room, you actually find like a note at your door, Rufus. You can see that it's like a rolled up scroll of almost like, looks like brown paper, like with fiber and grass in it. It looks like it's handmade.
I open it.
Yeah, it says, hello, Rufus. I hope this request doesn't put you out, but I got word that an exchange student will be arriving at Rio Del Mar shortly and has been put under the care of Keelan College faculty. I would be eternally grateful if you wouldn't mind showing them around campus a bit and helping them with what they wish to accomplish here on their visit. I know it's quite a lot to ask, but I couldn't think of someone more Keelan College than you. Show quite a bit of promise. And I would be very, very much in your debt if you would do this for me. The very best, River the Understanding.
Okay.
You say to the letter.
Okay.
Is there, before we wrap up today's session, is there anything else you all would like to do?
Could I find Ahmed Rast's dorm or wherever he's staying and just knock on his door?
Go ahead. Roll a investigation check first. And with advantage. Roll it with advantage.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of bad. Ah, 18.
18. Yeah, you remember him saying that he was at Bailey College. It takes a second. You ask around, but you see that he's fairly popular. A lot of people know who you're talking about when you sort of ask. And you quickly find your way to his dorm. After you knock for a second, you open the door. You can see that he is wearing like sort of almost like a loose-fitting linen shirt, unbuttoned a little bit, half work. Usually his like perfect purple hair is like a little messy. You've sort of caught him at like, I don't know if he woke up for a nap or something like that. You're not sure. And he says, Tuyen, what's going on?
Hey, handsome. I just wanted to follow up about our date. I was wondering if we could go out next week.
Next week would be let me check my my calendar. And he turns around and turns back very quickly and says, I'm free.
Awesome.
What did you have in mind?
I was thinking we could go to Keelan College and stop by Ash's place. He makes really wonderful onion. I think his name is Ash.
Mm-hmm,
Do you know this guy? He's in the library usually.
Oh, the library soup guy?
Yeah, him. Yeah, he's somewhat of a budding master chef. So I was thinking maybe we could have dinner at his place. And then, I don't know. Maybe we could stop by here after that. Wink, wink.
He leans forward. He sort of puts his arm up against the door frame and leans forward very close and says, "We'll just have to see how the date goes."
All right, I'm looking forward to it.
He sort of mentions like what time next week? What time you think? Evening, lunch?
Yeah, evening. Dinner would be great.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys pick a day next week. And he says, "All right, I'll see you there."
All right. Happy Valentine's Day.
What? Huh?
And then Tuyen doesn't explain himself and just walks out.
Yeah, you see Ahmed sort of looking down, a little confused, and says, "Valentine's Day, huh?" And shuts the door. And with that, that's where we'll end today's session. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for being active in chat. I love reading all these comments over here. You guys are so funny. And you're keeping me on my toes because I'll often forget things and you'll be like, Noah, you need to remember that Ash is in the library. And that was very helpful. So thank you. We will see you all hopefully this Thursday for some discusses D&D, and then next Sunday. And do me a favor, share the show with your friends, your Trek groups, your buddies, everybody out there, so we can keep having more people hanging out with us. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys, and we will see you later this week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.